Asherah is one of the most prominent and complex deities in ancient Semitic and Canaanite mythology. Known as the Queen of Heaven, she was a goddess of fertility, motherhood, and the sea. Asherah's worship predates the rise of many other well-known gods and goddesses in the ancient world, and her influence extended across the Near East, particularly in Canaan, where she held a central place in the pantheon. Her role and character evolved over time, and she became a figure of divine maternal power, though her connection with the pantheon often intertwined with that of other deities, such as El, the chief god, and Baal, the storm god. In Canaanite religion, Asherah was considered the consort of El, the father god, and together, they were believed to rule over the heavens and the earth. She was often depicted as a nurturing mother figure, sometimes with multiple children, representing fertility and the generative forces of nature. Asherah's role in fertility was not just about reproduction but also about the cycles of life, death, and renewal. She was worshipped as the goddess who ensured the prosperity of crops, livestock, and families, making her an essential deity for agrarian societies. In some myths, Asherah's relationship with El was one of harmony and balance, but in others there were tensions. For example, she was sometimes associated with the Canaanite god Baal, whose cult she influenced. Asherah's role in these myths varied, but she often acted as a stabilizing force, offering guidance, protection, and maternal strength. In some texts, her divine role is even tied to the waters, representing the primordial ocean from which all creation emerged, further solidifying her link to fertility and creation. Asherah's worship included sacred symbols such as the Asherah poles, which were wooden pillars or trees that represented her presence and served as objects of veneration. These poles were often set up in high places, such as groves or mountaintops, and became focal points for rituals dedicated to her. Despite her importance, the worship of Asherah began to wane during the rise of monotheistic traditions, particularly with the spread of the Israelite religion. In the Hebrew Bible, Asherah is often mentioned in the context of her worship being condemned, particularly in the Deuteronomistic history, which sought to centralize worship around Yahweh and eliminate competing deities. Despite the decline in her official worship, Asherah's legacy persisted in the mythology and folklore of the ancient world. Her symbolic presence as the divine mother and protector continued to influence later religious ideas and practices. In contemporary scholarship, there has been a re-evaluation of Asherah's role in ancient cultures, recognizing her as a powerful and important deity who represented both the creative and destructive forces of nature. Asherah's story is one of complexity, blending elements of maternal love, fertility, and cosmic order with themes of power, conflict, and transformation. Though her worship may have diminished in the ancient world, Asherah remains a potent symbol of the divine feminine and an enduring figure in the study of ancient Near Eastern religions.